Hey family, ChefLorious here. Welcome back to the Love Lab. Today we're going real basic. We are making cheeseburgers, okay? The best thing ever, cheeseburgers. I like to make fancy stuff, but sometimes, you just got to calm all that down and just go with what you know. And what I do know is a cheeseburger. We might make it a little fancy, but for the most part, well, we're gonna make it a bacon cheeseburger. How about a pepper bacon cheeseburger? Even better. All right, first things first, I got some pepper bacon here. I've cut these slices in half. I'm gonna get them going here in my skillet, okay? And it's nice, I think it's best to always put your bacon in a cold skillet. I read that somewhere. I don't know where I read it, so don't ask. But I read it somewhere and I have found it to be true. Flip that one. All right, we're gonna let these start doing what they do. And while these start, we're gonna talk about our burgers. While our bacon is cooking up, we're gonna start mixing this meat, and this is gonna be amazing. So what I'm using today is 93 lean, 7% fat meat. I like a 93-7 blend. Some people like 80-20, some like, do whatever one you like, okay? Now, on a typical day, if I'm honest, I would add sausage into my ground beef for hamburgers. And that's usually what I love to do. But I'm gonna try to be a little bit more of a purist today and make just a ground beef hamburger. Y'all pray for me, okay? Because I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Here we've got 2 pounds of ground beef. Straight into the bowl. Got my gloves on because the best way to mix this is with these hands. Oh, yeah, you can catch these hands. This ground beef about to catch these hands. All right, I'm gonna add some shredded cheese in there for starters. And I've got some minced garlic as well, okay? Going in right with the hand. Start mixing it up. See that? I want these pieces to get fully incorporated into my ground beef. And don't skip and not season your ground beef. Some people say, oh, they just make it in these nice patties. Put some seasoning on there, okay? We're not even done yet. Let me get a paper towel. I probably should have opened these others first, but we'll make it work. Got a little bit of onion powder here we're gonna use, okay? I say a little bit, but y'all know it's not gonna be a little bit, okay? Onion powder. And we're gonna use some garlic powder. Even though we use some minced garlic, garlic powder really gets that flavor all the way through your dish. And be generous. If you're looking for exact measurements, I don't really have any. Use enough. I've been telling y'all that. How much do you use? Enough. Okay, here's a little pepper. I'm gonna grab a teaspoon for this because I don't want to stick my hand into the pepper. I've been touching things, okay? So just about a teaspoon of pepper. And some salt. And I'm using a really very coarse sea salt today to cook with. See that? See those nice big flakes? That does a really good job of seasoning your food, and the flavor will go a lot farther with those good big sea flakes. Is that what they're called? Sea flakes. Salt things. Salt things. Okay, I'm gonna add a little smidge of Worcestershire in here. Gives a great depth of flavor. And because this is how we roll here in Alabama, love Crystal hot sauce. Make my mama happy. My mama said, oh, got to taste that hot sauce in it. Not too much, these aren't gonna be hot burgers, okay? But they're just gonna have some flavor in it. Now that we've got all these goodies in here, look at that. Here we go. Let's go in with our hand. And we're just gonna mix. See that? It seems like, oh, that's a lot of seasoning. It is not. This is 2 pounds of ground beef. And even though I'm not putting sausage in here like I frequently do, ooh, I can smell that hot sauce. I've got that bacon that I'm gonna put on it, and it's pepper bacon, and there's cheese in the burger, and we're gonna put cheese on the burger. Perfect. Oh man, that looks good. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more garlic powder to this. It felt like it needed it to me. When I felt it and I asked the ancestors, they said, more garlic powder. I said, okay. And a little more Worcestershire just for dip. Okay, there we go. All right, I think that's good. Going one more time. Oh yeah. Perfect. Now we're getting ready to start forming our patties, getting them all together so we can fry them in the same skillet that this bacon is in. Once we take the bacon out, we're going to fry our hamburgers in the bacon fat. Because what else would you do with bacon fat? Here's our pepper bacon. You see how that pepper cooks up on there real nice? That's what you want. And bacon's gonna keep cooking even after you take it out. It's that sizzle that you still see, is the bacon still going. And I'm telling you, those pepper pieces on there cooking, you talking about a feast, baby. All right, I turned my heat off because I don't want this to get too hot. I'm gonna scoot it aside, okay? And I'm gonna put my bacon to the side until we are ready to dress our burgers in the end. This is going to be delicious. There we go, out the way. Okay, now that our bacon is done and set aside, we're gonna get back into these patties and, well, this meat and turn them into patties. So, to be perfect, you could get a scale out and measure, weigh each one so it's the exact right, same size, but let's get real. Exactly, I didn't think you were gonna do it, I'm not gonna do it. Sometimes I will, but not at home. So just get a good handful and form you a patty. And you see how that cheese is in there? That's gonna be really good. You're gonna have cheese in the burger and cheese on the burger. Now, if you make these patties super huge, just know it's gonna take them a lot longer to cook, okay? That's it, so just bear that in mind, okay? How big you make them is gonna affect your cook time. But I like to make them just about the size of my hand, like that. See there? Perfect, okay? And after I get these first 3 together, I'm gonna put them in that skillet to cook in that bacon grease. And baby, we are almost there with homemade pepper bacon cheeseburgers. Oh, that's the name, homemade pepper bacon cheeseburgers. All right, I took the heat down, took that out so it could cool off just a little bit. And now I'm gonna go back in. See, you still got some heat on it. 1, 2, 3. While those are cooking, I'm gonna finish the rest of these. We'll keep an eye on those, and then we'll flip them. And it's almost time to feast, baby. Let's give these a check. I'm gonna flip them. Ooh, you see that? Let me show you, look. That's a burger. That's how you make a hamburger at home. It's gonna taste good. Be nice to them. And these are meaty too. So you're not gonna get hungry after you eat this. There you go. Now what I also recommend while you're cooking these is go in and smash it down. You know, kind of like smash burgers. But you know, they just take the ball and smash it, put the ball and smash it. And just, you know, after you have your patty in there, just smash it a little bit, help it along. We got 8 patties out of that. So we're gonna cook all 8 of them. And then top with some cheese. It's gonna be time. And as we take these out, put them on our paper towel just to drain some of that excess fat. And I'm gonna put some cheese on these. This is a smokehouse cheddar cheese I love to use. The flavor is nice and full and rich, and I think it goes great with the pepper bacon. So I'm gonna put some cheese on these, like so. And I'm going to actually cover it with foil and let the residual heat from the burger cooking finish melting that cheese. Because I also left the cheese out earlier so it could get to room temperature so it'll melt much easier. So once you take them out, you put the cheese on, put a little foil over to help that residual heat that's in that burger melt that cheese down. Finish your patties up. And since we're waiting, this pepper bacon. Oh my God. This is so good. I can taste the black pepper in it, but it's not overwhelming. You know what I mean? Now let y'all in on a secret. I hope my kids don't like pepper bacon. More for us. Yeah. My husband will love this. My mom will love this. Oldest son Richard will love this. And I love this. The 2 little ones, their palates haven't quite graduated to pepper bacon yet. You know what I mean? That's okay. Perfectly crisp. All right, family, here we go. I've taken the burgers off, and the last couple of patties I took off. Let me put a few cheese slices on these as well. I put some with and some without because, you know, somebody might say, oh, I don't know that I want a cheeseburger. Who would say that? I don't know, but just in case, I want to be prepared for them too. All right, look how the cheese melted on that patty with just a little bit of residual heat. Well, I shouldn't say a little bit, but the residual heat from the patty, from the burger patty. Amazing. All right, let's get this up. Whew. Oh, it's still hot even. Oh yes, look at that. I'm gonna put this right here. Top with some lettuce. I've got a nice honey, not honey, the sweet Hawaiian buns. That's what I'm using today. And now I'm gonna put this bacon on there. And I am going to call my family so they can stack and build these burgers any way they want. I expect to see barbecue sauce and mayo or ranch and all kinds of things and tomatoes and onions everywhere. But I'm gonna let them build it like they wanna build it. But this is how you make your basic cheeseburger. Let's cut it open. I mean, I should taste it, right? It's only right. You guys watch me cook it. I should at least let you see me taste it, see? Look at that. See that cheese oozing out, how we cooked it into the meat? So there's cheese in the meat, there's cheese on the meat, there's pepper bacon. I haven't finished dressing this burger totally, so don't worry, it's not gonna stay plain. But I wanted y'all to see me taste a piece because you watched me cook it. I mean, that's amazing. And the pepper bacon. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go dress the burger fully. All the stuff. Thanks for joining me. See you next time right here on the Love Lab. For more Alabama cooking, make this. Happy cooking. Oh man, this is good. Pepper bacon just sets it off.